Hey guys, it's Shane here for theguitarmentor.com, and I want to talk to you about tuning. I understand that most of you should or would have an electronic tuner, and that's great. That's what you should be using every time when you tune up. Now, for some reason, you might be jamming with some people, and for whatever reason, you don't have your tuner with you. But you can tune up to somebody else. Somebody else may have their guitar in tune, and for whatever reason yours isn't. So I'm going to show you a technique that you can use to tune the guitar to itself. Now, it does rely on your ears a bit, and some other things like vibrations, oscillation between the strings. So anyway, we're going to get started and have a look at that. So very simply, we know that each of our strings has got a particular name, and also our frets have got a particular name. So what we need to do, or need to establish, is which fret is the one that's going to sound like the next string. For instance, we haven't gone through notes yet, but I'll just run through the ones on the first string. So the first string is E, and we know the E is in tune, so that's fine. The next note here is F, and after F comes G, and after G it actually goes back to A, and that's A there at the 5th fret. Now what that means is, if that's A and our second string is A, all we have to do is get those two to sound the same. So we'll just have a listen and see what they sound like. So this is the fretted A, and this is the open A. Now together. Now as you can hear, there's an oscillation, and you can also hear that the notes don't sound the same. It's the second one sounds higher, right? Let's have another listen. Okay, so what we need to do now is, where our tuning peg is over here, we need to turn that so it loosens the string off. So let's hold it down here, play them together, and we'll turn this till it gets to that. What do you reckon? Does that sound pretty close? Sounds pretty close, but we could still improve. See how that's too far now? And we turn it back the other way. That sounds pretty close, right? And looking at the tuner, that confirms that that is correct. Alright, so then we do the next string. Let me just give you a clue. With all of these strings, it'll be on your 5th fret, except one. So to do the D string, all we have to do is put our finger on the 5th fret of the A string. So that's where D will sit. We'll play the D. As you can hear, it's lower. And all we do is turn the tuning peg till it goes up. I'll do it slowly so you can hear what the difference is. As you can hear, it's pretty close. Okay, now we move on to the next one. We need to do the G string now. So again, on the 5th fret of the D, so we're here, on the 3rd string, 5th fret, that'll be the same as G. That's G. And as you can hear, the open G is flat, so we need to turn it up again. Whoops. And if you do it slower, it's much easier to hear when the note is coming up to the note that's being played. So that sounds pretty good. Okay, this is where it begins to be a little bit different, only for this string though. So when we want to tune the B is always going to be different. We go to our 4th fret on the G string. Okay, so the fourth string and the 4th fret. So you could remember it like that if you want, 4 and 4. But so the 4th fret, the 4th string, which is your G string, is going to be the same as B, open string. That's way out, isn't it? Okay, sounds like that one's lower as well, so we'll tune it up. A little bit more. I think we're about there. That sounds pretty good. Right, lucky last one. On your B string, we are back to the 5th fret. So you can think of 5th string, 5th fret. Alright? So again, the 5th fret is going to be E, the same as open high E. So you can hear clearly that the open string is much flatter or lower. That's going to have to come up as well. Do you hear that? I'll just take it flat again for a sec, because I want you to hear this properly. Do you hear that vibration? Oscillation? What we do is, the closer we get to the note, you will hear it's vibrating. Hear the difference? And as we come closer, it disappears. Now hopefully if we've done that all okay, it should sound a lot better. So we'll play a E minor chord. That sounds pretty good. Well, if you didn't catch all of that, go back to the start of the video, but don't worry, I've also included a PDF for you that will explain all of it with arrows and things like that, and it'll be a lot more clear cut if you didn't catch all of that.